Gents, welcome back to another deep dive into the Sigma male mindset, where self-mastery and independence reign supreme. Today, we're exploring a topic that's bound to spark some intense emotions. 10 powerful ways a Sigma male destroys a woman's ego. This isn't about being cold or cruel. Nope, we're talking about power moves, mental strength, and how being authentically you can flip the script in any relationship. Ever wonder why Sigma males have this unique ability to break down egos effortlessly? It's because they're not playing by the usual rules. They're always a step ahead, moving in ways that most can't predict or control. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how Sigma males operate, but you might just feel inspired to start applying these traits in your own life. Trust me, you're going to want to take notes on this one. Alright gents, let's jump right in. Number 1. Silence speaks louder than words. A Sigma male's most underrated weapon? Silence. While most people are quick to respond, explain, or defend themselves, a Sigma male knows the true power of staying quiet. When faced with a woman's emotional outbursts or manipulative tactics, the Sigma male simply listens, or doesn't. It's this calm, calculated silence that leaves her questioning everything. Now here's the kicker. In today's fast-paced world, we're conditioned to respond immediately. But a Sigma male takes his time. This silence creates an uncomfortable space, leaving her ego scrambling for validation. By not giving in, the Sigma male holds all the power, making her realize that she doesn't control the narrative. Imagine you're in an argument, and instead of arguing back, you just sit there, cool as a cucumber. She's expecting you to react, to lose your cool, but you don't. That silent pause? It's deafening. She starts to wonder if her words even matter to you. And that's how the ego starts to crumble. Number 2. The art of non-reaction. This might sound similar to silence, but it's deeper. Non-reaction isn't just about staying quiet. It's about remaining emotionally detached in situations designed to provoke you. A woman's ego often thrives on drama, on getting a rise out of someone. But when a Sigma male remains cool and composed, it sends a clear message. I'm not playing your game. Sigma males understand that reacting emotionally gives others control over them. Instead, they observe, assess, and respond logically, if at all. This lack of emotional engagement often leaves women frustrated, as they realize they cannot manipulate his feelings. Picture this. You're being accused of something, maybe a classic guilt trip tactic. Most men would feel the need to explain or defend themselves. But a Sigma male? He doesn't even flinch. His non-reaction isn't apathy, it's control. And nothing shatters the ego like realizing your usual tricks just don't work. Number 3. Boundaries like a fortress. Sigma males are masters at setting boundaries, and they do so without apology. A woman's ego can be inflated by how much she believes she can control a man, whether it's his time, emotions, or energy. But when a Sigma male draws his line in the sand, it's unshakable. He won't tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or drama, and he doesn't make excuses for it. This boundary setting isn't loud or aggressive. It's quiet but firm. And here's the thing. Women often push against boundaries to see how much they can get away with. When they hit a Sigma's wall, they quickly realize there's no moving him. Her ego, which thrives on control, takes a serious hit. She tries to invade his personal space or demand more attention than he's willing to give. Instead of bending, the Sigma male politely but firmly states his limits. It's not up for negotiation. The ego hates rejection, and when she realizes she can't sway him, the power dynamic shifts instantly. Number 4. Unapologetic independence. Sigma males are lone wolves by nature, and their independence is their superpower. They don't rely on anyone for validation, emotional support, or approval. This level of self-sufficiency can be incredibly intimidating for a woman whose ego relies on being needed or valued by others. When a Sigma male doesn't need her in the conventional sense, whether it's for emotional reassurance or even companionship, it shakes her sense of importance. Her ego wants to be the center of his world, But when she realizes that he's perfectly fine on his own, that sense of superiority starts to crack. He's fine with being alone on a Friday night, working on his personal projects, while she's craving attention. He doesn't chase or prioritize her over his goals. This lack of dependency makes her ego feel insignificant because, for the first time, she's not the one being chased. Number 5. No need for validation. Validation is the fuel for most egos. But for a Sigma male, he doesn't need external validation. And that's what makes him so powerful. Women are used to men seeking their approval, whether it's through compliments, attention, or even trying to win them over. But a Sigma male walks his own path. He doesn't need her compliments or acknowledgement to feel good about himself. This self-confidence, which isn't based on external factors, makes a woman's ego feel irrelevant. She may be used to her beauty or charm getting her what she wants, but when it doesn't affect him, she's left questioning her power over him. She dresses up and expects a compliment. Most men would be quick to shower her with admiration. But the Sigma? He notices, but he doesn't feel the need to vocalize it. His validation comes from within. And when she realizes her charm doesn't sway him, it leaves her ego vulnerable. Number 6. Intellectual superiority. Sigma males often possess a sharp intellect, and they use it subtly but effectively. A woman's ego can be tied to her ability to influence or control situations through emotions. But when faced with a Sigma male's logical, detached reasoning, it's like hitting a brick wall. He cuts through emotional manipulation with cold, hard logic. This intellectual dominance isn't about belittling her. It's about staying grounded in facts and reality, leaving no room for drama or emotional games. When her emotional tactics fail, her ego takes a back seat to his superior reasoning. She tries to start an argument over something petty. Instead of engaging in emotional back and forth, the Sigma male dissects the situation with logic. It's not dismissive, but it's clear that he's operating on a different intellectual level. Her ego, which thrives on controlling the emotional narrative, gets dismantled by his calm rationality. Number 7. Mastery of emotional detachment. Sigma males are emotionally self-reliant, and that makes them nearly impossible to manipulate. While a woman might attempt to provoke jealousy, guilt, or any emotional response to test his loyalty or feelings, a Sigma male doesn't fall for it. This emotional detachment doesn't mean he doesn't care. It means he's in full control of his emotions. By not reacting to emotional provocations, he strips a woman's ego of its power. She can no longer dictate the flow of the relationship because she can't get under his skin. She flirts with someone else to make him jealous. A typical reaction would be anger or insecurity, but the Sigma male remains indifferent. His emotional detachment is a clear message: I'm unshakable. Her ego, expecting him to react emotionally, is left bewildered by his lack of response. Number 8. Refusal to play social games. Sigma males don't conform to social expectations, and that often leaves people, including women, off balance. A woman's ego can be fed by playing social games, whether it's through popularity, clout, or social dynamics. But a Sigma male operates outside of these constructs. He doesn't care about playing along with societal norms or impressing the crowd, and this refusal to engage can be a huge blow to her ego. If she's used to winning social battles, she'll quickly realize that none of it matters to him. His lack of interest in her social power leaves her feeling powerless. At a social gathering, she tries to play the queen bee, expecting him to follow her lead or be impressed by her social standing. But the Sigma male is indifferent to these displays of power. He's more interested in real conversations or simply observing from a distance. Her ego, which thrives on controlling the social scene, gets deflated when she realizes she can't dominate him through status. Number 9. Authenticity without fear of judgment. A Sigma male's authenticity is a massive ego destroyer. Women, like men, can sometimes build up their egos through societal expectations, through appearance, behavior, and the roles they play. But a Sigma male doesn't play into that. He's unapologetically himself, with no regard for what's trendy or socially acceptable. This level of authenticity can be jarring for someone whose ego thrives on external validation. A Sigma male's refusal to conform leaves her questioning her own authenticity and how much of her identity is tied to others' perceptions. He's not concerned about dressing to impress or following social norms. He's simply being himself without apologies. His authenticity forces her to confront the performative aspects of her own behavior. Her ego, which is tied to appearances, can't handle the fact that he doesn't care what anyone thinks. Number 10. Walking away without looking back. One of the most powerful moves a Sigma male can make is knowing when to walk away. A woman's ego might push boundaries, test limits, or try to manipulate a situation. But when the Sigma male decides he's had enough, he leaves without a second thought. This isn't done out of malice. It's a matter of self-respect. The ability to walk away shows that he values himself more than the relationship or the drama. And nothing destroys an ego faster than realizing you no longer have control over someone. When a Sigma male walks away, he does so with finality. And that's the ultimate ego shatter. She tries one last manipulative tactic, expecting him to react or chase her. But instead, he simply walks away. There's no begging, no explaining, no last-ditch effort to fix things. He's done. And that kind of indifference is the most devastating blow to her ego of all. Gents, these 10 strategies aren't about breaking someone down for the sake of it. They're about standing strong in who you are and refusing to be manipulated by anyone's ego. A Sigma male doesn't destroy egos out of spite. It's simply a byproduct of his unwavering self-confidence, independence, and emotional control. If you found value in today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe to join our growing community of high-value men embracing their Sigma qualities. Remember, the goal isn't to hurt others. It's to live life on your terms, free from manipulation and control. Having said this, keep striving for greatness, and I'll see you in the next one.